this is Colleen from the Crafty Basement. Today we're going to make the first of the 3 cards for my November stamp of the month. The stamp of the month is Merry Mistletoe. It has a lot of fun Christmas images on it. We're also going to be using the Merry Mistletoe paper, except it's called Be Merry paper. And I love it because it has really the traditional Christmas colors of the red and green. It's cherry cobbler and garden green. And every piece is just cuter than the next. I love those reindeer. And then this is just like, you know, so versatile. You can do so much fun with that. And so that's the paper we'll be using. And let's hit the road. So you're going to need a piece of Whisper white paper that's 8.5 by 5.5. Then you're going to score these sides at 2 1/8, and again you're going to turn it then again and do 2 1/8. When you do that, it'll meet in the middle and make a, I don't know if it's called a gatefold card or not, but that's what I'm going to be calling it. Then you're going to need a piece of 2 by 5 paper to put on one side, and again another 2 by 5 of a different one, and you can choose whichever colors you want. I chose those two because I just thought it was cute. This also will lift up, and when you open it up you'll have a sentiment on the inside. So you'll also then need, for that part, is a piece of 11 by 1 1/4, and then a strip of paper that is 1 inch by 5 1/4. Okay, so we'll put those off to the side. Oops, I forgot to tell you the Whisper White. This is the stitch circle, the largest one of that, and this is our glimmer paper, gold glimmer paper, and that is using the largest scallop circle from the scallop selection of dies that we have. Okay, so first thing that I'm going to do is set up our fold over here. So I'm going to be using our Early Espresso. We're going to ink up the reindeer with that Early Espresso, and I'm using the D clear block. I'm going to try to do this quick. Okay, so that it's an older pad, so I want to make sure that it has plenty of ink on it, and it does. And then I'm going to line it up on our circle. Press down, make sure the middle is pressed down really well. Lift it up, and there we have our little deer. Going to then take the mono adhesive multi glue, turn this over just so that it has time to set on here. I'm going to put that on like that. So pretty, so pretty. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. No, actually, what I think I'm going to do is take the red piece here. I scored it at 5 1/2, but a little bit more, so that one side is not as even as the other, because when you put it on the card, you're going to find if you want it to go down, it's going to have to be a little bit longer. So I'm then going to take the mono adhesive, put it about, oops, I forgot to put the Designer Series paper down here. So I'm going to adhere the Designer Series paper down the middle and adhere it so that it's equidistant. There we go. And now I'm going to take this, kind of think of where, oops, I didn't let it set. I think I'll put a little bit more glue on here. And set that right about here. Now I'll set that aside so that it can dry. The next thing that I'll be doing is taking the, close this up, the panels for the card, and adhering them to the front. It's a really easy card. As I said, that designer series paper is cute. One side is cuter than the other. So here we have it, right in the middle. Okay, and here I have the other one. I want to make sure that I have the trees going in the right direction. At least that's what I think they are. Okay, put some glue on there. Okay, I'm going to put that, no, I'm not going to put it aside just yet. In the middle of this card, if you see, I have our sentiment in the cherry cobbler, but then I have this little swag thing. I think it's a swag. That's green and red and green, and I wanted to show you how I did that. So what I did is I took the stamp and I put it on my block. I don't have to tell it everything, but I then stamped up so that I had, get the off the edges there, and I took the blender pen, and what I did is I used it to pick up the ink off of the bow. And by doing that, it's not green anymore. There we go. Then I took a cherry cobbler marker and I colored in the bow red. So now what I have is a dual colored stamp. Okay. What you want to do then is, that's called huffing. And what I did was huff on it, so that's kind of re-wets the stamp. Make sure my bow is upright. And then I'm going to just come down and press down again in the middle. And there we have it. I think my fingers are dirty. Then I'll take that cherry cobbler ink pad, and I will ink up the sentiment. I'm going to be using this on all of the cards I'm doing today, but put that onto my block. And again, it's a C block. I kind of use it on everything. And I'm going to put it right above the swag. A little crooked, but it'll do. Okay, we're halfway there. Now what I'm going to do is take the middle part here that's been patiently waiting for me to glue it on. I'm going to put some glue down the middle. I'm going to place this in the middle so that when this comes down, our card of the month. Cute, simple, but fun.